safe injections, the new move by the city to prevent overdoses by allowing people to inject drugs legally.
And a cold night ahead as we close out the month of November. We'll talk about how long it lasts in your forecast.
Fine dining and even finer views. New York Live takes us to the sky-high new restaurant and cocktail bar, serving up an experience unlike any other right now. Hey, this is News 4 Now for November 30th. I'm Kay Ingram. Now, it's a first for the country and here in the city. The goal is reducing overdose deaths, and to do that, 2 supervised injection sites are now open. One is in East Harlem, the other in Washington Heights. These are safe places where users can bring in their substances and workers will provide them clean needles. Addiction and overdose treatment, if needed, is also available. Other cities like Philadelphia have tried to open similar sites, but haven't yet due to public backlash. The sites are run by nonprofits that oversee the needle exchange programs. The city and the country have seen a dramatic increase in overdose deaths during the pandemic. City officials say this is a new tactic to fight back. Now, a worker is in deep trouble. A hospital is apologizing after 13,000 patients' confidential information was stolen. Northwell Health says a Huntington Hospital night shift employee improperly gained access to electronic medical patient records. The employee has since been fired and slapped with criminal charges. Now, the information may include medical information, names, dates of birth, telephone numbers, and addresses. In a statement, the hospital says it regrets what happened and is working to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And I told you once, now I told you twice.
In Times Square, music and performances on the second night of Hanukkah. Governor Kathy Hochul joined other elected officials, musicians, and community leaders for a menorah lighting in Times Square Monday night. The event is part of the Shine a Light initiative, raising awareness about the rise of anti-Semitism across the country. Once again be a very chilly New Year's Day for people in Coney Island. The annual polar bear plunge is returning in person for the first time since New Year's Day 2020. The winter tradition raises money for a variety of charities, including programs at the New York Aquarium and the arts program at Coney Island, USA. And y'all, talk about taking matrimony to new heights. This is a proposal you have never seen before.
Will you marry me? I love you so much.
Talk about a bold way to pop the question. Shane proposed to his girlfriend, Tanya, after climbing more than 1,200 feet above the streets of New York City. This is at City Climb at 30 Hudson Yards, where you essentially climb the side of the building with nothing but a harness. Tanya said yes as the daredevil pair from Australia looked out from the highest building climb in the world.
Hey everyone, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Rafael Moreno. We've got this cold weather pattern that's going to stick around for another night. Now, we may have a few snow showers and flurries early on, but those will dissipate as the evening goes on. If you have any travel plans for Hanukkah this evening, 6:30, not much happening here. So good news is we're not expecting any real snow on the roadways or anything like that. Skies will clear overnight tonight. Heading into Wednesday morning, maybe some more sunshine than what we had today. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 30s, so a touch milder. That's the beginning of a milder trend over the next couple of days. By Thursday, we'll be back in the 50s, but there may be some rain showers as well. As far as overnight tonight, another cold night. We will see a hard freeze deep in the suburbs north and west, but not quite as cold as we've been in many of the suburbs. Woke up to lots of 20s the past few mornings. Now we're going to be in the 30s again, starting out with mostly clear skies heading into your Wednesday morning. And then we're tracking that 50-degree day on Thursday, colder again by the weekend.
Combining cocktails, cuisine, and unparalleled views of the Big Apple, Saga and Overstory are 2 of the busiest new destinations in New York. New York Live is here with everything you need to know before you go.
Restaurants just keep on taking our taste buds to new heights, and today we're headed up to the 63rd floor of 70 Pine to get a taste of Saga.
Come on in, Lauren. Welcome to Saga.
Wow, look at this. All right, so this is where the experience begins, outside of the lobby, of course. Where are we?
So this is the bar. So everybody that comes to dinner usually starts with a cocktail. So if you want, we have a little something for you here.
What better way to
start? And we're gonna go outside. And it's amazing out today. There you are.
So part of the experience,
Cheers.
always the welcome cocktail.
Always a welcome cocktail.
It's my kind of place.
All right, welcome to the
Whoa.
Eastern Terrace.
You can see Connecticut from here.
Yeah, this day is as good as it's gonna get.
It's super beautiful. I was going to say that obviously it's nice if you're sitting on this side and you have the view, but even if you're facing the building,
Yeah.
you're very stimulated visually. It's a beautiful building. Well, I had a great time with Jeff showing me around. I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
And now we are moving on to kind of the main event here, which is the food and the tasting menu. Can you tell me how it all works?
Yeah, so we are a tasting menu restaurant. So it's not a traditional meal like you're at a table, we bring you food and we clear it. We bring you to the food. We bring you at the terrace where you have a beverage.
All right, Harrison, we made it upstairs to Overstory.
We're here.
And this is sort of your domain.
It is.
Tell me about the bar up here.
The bar is just kind of meant to be anything for anybody. It could be a special night out, it could be a regular spot, or a really nice date. But we just wanted a welcoming experience with amazing cocktails.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We love easy money.
Fire departments across the country respond to over 200 Christmas tree fires each year. Nearly half are caused by Christmas tree lights, heaters, and fireplaces. News 4's Paisy Chang is here with us with tips to stay safe.
Okay, let's do it.
Selecting your own Christmas tree and cutting it yourself is a time-honored Christmas tradition, but the tree requires TLC.
It's always important to always keep that water above the base of the tree. You always want to make sure that stand is full of water. Never let it run out.
How important is it to properly water a tree? Today, Suffolk County fire officials demonstrated what can happen if your tree dries out. In seconds, the Christmas tree was fully engulfed in flames, the presents underneath destroyed. And according to the fire marshal's office, this tree that they used for the demonstration had only been purchased 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks was all it took for it to become this flammable.
It's important to remember that everybody standing behind me at one time responded to help somebody on their worst day.
According to national statistics, each year fire departments respond to over 200 Christmas tree fires.
Recently, several people died in an unrelated Riverhead house fire. While the cause there is still under investigation, officials say smoke detectors could have saved lives.
Sadly, the Red Cross knows firsthand how devastating home fires can be.
The American Red Cross not only provides smoke detectors, they can install them for you free of charge. Catherine Granton buys a fresh tree every year, but only because she takes special care to make sure it is safe.
My father was a New York City firefighter, so from the time I was a little girl, we didn't even have lights on our tree, and we watered it every day.
In Yaphank, Paisy Chang, News 4, New York.
All right, friends, well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.